You need to understand this idea of mandating vaccines on the NHS workers. What that translates into is absolute destruction of the NHS, and that equals mass murder!
While people are moving, nothing wrong.
We just want to make this official, so it is Sam's birthday. Happy birthday, Sam. I tried to light the candles, but they keep blowing out. And a big massive happy birthday for Sam. I tell you what, this woman here, she does absolutely amazing for this movement. You may not see her on social media, but she's working tirelessly for Birmingham and the West Midlands. It's unbelievable. Listen, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Happy birthday, my darling.
Thank you. I'm really glad you didn't put 51 candles on there, because otherwise you would have needed the fire brigade as well.
God bless you, Sam. God bless you, Jazz. Is that as good as it's going to get then with the move? Okay, we'll carry on. Well, from a personal point of view, this protest is going so much better for me than the corresponding one last year. Because the one last year got nicked before it even started. So, we're on a winner so far, yeah? But 602-9679/21. Has there ever been a more famous crime number? Has there ever been one? And what an amazing job Mark and his team have done. And I've just got so much respect for Mark Sexton. This man is going to become internationally recognised at the end of all this. And we've all seen the videos of vac centres being visited this week, police being engaged, and the pressure's getting to the police now where they're not going to be able to ignore it anymore. And I think, did we all see the video, the recording of the 111 call, where they said the nurse on the other side said the vax programme was about to be pulled. I rang 111 last night to check it out. And after waiting for about half an hour, I eventually got through to an operator who was really like on the front foot, cocky, confident to start with. But when I told him what I was ringing about, I said I was umming and ahhing about whether to have the jab or not. And I've just heard that there was some new safety data that suggested the vax programme was going to pull. Could she enlighten me on it? And she went very sheepish at that stage, said, let me look on the computer. And she had a look, she said, I'm going to have to speak to my supervisor about this. She went off for about 10 minutes, came back, even more sheepish, and said, we've got no knowledge of this at the time being. I know she was lying. I could tell from her energy. And she said at the end, she said, I know exactly where you're coming from, and I have had the jab. And I said, good on you. So, yeah. So, maybe the jab has got a limited lifespan, and it's going to be pulled next week. But whatever, the narrative is falling apart, isn't it? You know, what's happened to the virus? Where's it gone? Boris is in retreat. Boris has got no credibility, if indeed he ever had one, had any. And even Dr. Shillery this week, the turncoat, going, and all you amazing NHS staff, amazing NHS staff. It was amazing. Thank you so much, but I think you're going to be okay. And not just that, there's a senior Tory MP calling out Downing Street for blackmail at the moment. Fucking blackmail! This isn't how you run a democracy. This is how you run the mob. Westminster is being exposed. And I've had some pretty good info to say that within the next week, both the UK and the American governments will be removed. What a party that's going to be, eh? But Boris, just because you've taken away all these restrictions, just because you're trying to play the good guy, we ain't going to forget what you've done, are we? We We're coming for you, you scumbag, you murdering, lying scumbag, and all your scumbag friends. We're coming for you, Boris. We're coming for you, Javid. We're coming for you, Wancock. We're coming for you, Valence. We're coming for you, Whitty. We're coming for you, Van Tam. We're coming for you, Ferguson. Have I missed anybody out? So we're coming for you. You've had your turn, now it's our turn. It's we the people who are going to rebuild the new world. We the people who stood up from the start. We stood up to start with individually, then on social media, then we did it locally, then we did it nationally, from being run by evil to being run by good. From the darkness to the light. It's a system that's existed for thousands of years, and we're here to see the fall of it. What a privilege. And you know something? Those of us who stood up in truth, love, peace and unity, I think we've got three things in common. We've got love in our hearts. We've got justice in our veins. And in a world where anything can be bought and sold, we don't have a price. The future's ours, guys. It's ours to rebuild. We've got rid of the small, we're going to get rid of the scumbags. And it's we the people that are going to rebuild the new world. They know they can't make us. They know they can't shake us. And there's no way they're ever going to fucking break us. Guys, the time for rebellion is over. Now is the time for revolution. 2 years ago, I never, in a million years, could I have imagined that I'd be standing in front of a couple of thousand people calling for revolution. But hey, that's what the last 2 years has done. But it's we the people, we are the power, we are the 99%. Freedom, guys! I love you all!
Here's a really brave young lady. She's terrified of getting on the mic. I want you to give her a big round of support. Big applause. NHS!
Hello everyone. It's the first time I've ever done this. I'm a bit nervous, but I'm doing it for my NHS family and our patients. I've worked in the NHS for the last 16 and a half years. For the first 14 and a half, I never took a day off sick. March 23rd, 2020, I got COVID. Can't say it was a pleasant experience, but I recovered and returned to duty after 5 weeks, and I've lost no time since. I now have infection-acquired immunity, and have for the last 22 months. 5 antibody tests tell me this. So why are the governments ignoring natural immunity, which many studies say is heads above a vaccine? There are thousands of NHS staff in exactly the same position as me. NHS staff that were about to be fired are being demonised as selfish and a danger to the patients. This is so far from the truth. How come we were putting patients in harm's way before the vaccine rollout? We are not dead wood, surplus to requirements. In fact, we the unclean are some of the most compassionate, kind, patient-focused people that work in the NHS. We are not backing down and being coerced into what goes into our bodies. Boris Johnson, Sajid Javid, the UK government and the opposition, Keir Starmer, Shame on you. Drop this insane mandate. You are going to destroy the NHS, not protect it. If I'm sacked in February, I will never stop fighting for the justice we deserve. This is not right. Finally, to the unions. Shame on you, Unison and Unite. Your silence is deafening. Thank you.
Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant! Right, it's my turn to speak now. Does anybody here know a guy by the name of David Thompson? If you don't know David Thompson, do your research. He's let every one of you down. Most importantly of all, he's let every single officer, every constable in the West Midlands down. David Thompson, let's give him his full title. Sir David Thompson, QPM DL. He's the Chief Constable of England's second largest force, which is not seen in the West Midlands. He's let everybody down. When he could have said it's not happening, he could have stopped it. He's let all you police officers down, all you police constables. How he can think he can demand the respect now of his men is beyond me. It's time that he resigned. He's also a deputy lieutenant, which is a crown appointment. And they're nominated by a Lord Lieutenant to assist with any duties as may be required. Well, I thought protecting the people would have been bloody one of them. And then we have a police crimes commissioner here, who's an ex-legal aid solicitor. Simon Foster. What have you done for the people of Birmingham, Mr. Foster? Nothing! You've stood over there in your luxury offices, taking the piss out of the working class and the police force. Time for you to resign as well. It's Parliament in a public office. They need to go. Vitra and the others, you've got to go. Everybody at the top of the bottom have got to go. NHS 100k, thank God for you people. Thank God for you people. You've stuck together through thick and thin, and that's how you'll get by the unity. But now your family's just grown. Now we'll put us on the
You had the vaccine, lads? Had the vaccine, yeah?
And that's got to stop. It's up to us, the adults of the country, to fight for their children. With loving our hearts. Thank you for your time.
good.
Big massive round of applause for Martin!
Took the vaccine on. Yeah, nice one, brother. That's why we're here, isn't it?
Just because you don't see him on social media, you know, being a keyboard warrior, this man's out there in the trenches, going to
of Agenda 2030. Every aspect of our life has been taken over. They have used COVID-19 as a cover to implement absolute fascism. What you're seeing in every aspect of life, they are implementing fascism. They have used COVID to implement each aspect of life has been completely taken over. They have brought in a new infrastructure, legal infrastructure, mandates, banning of protest, taking away your fundamental human rights and taking away your citizenship, making you stateless. This is part of the new normal. This is a part of the new normal to eradicate fundamental human rights forever. Let me repeat, forever. They will never ever go back until you make them go back. You need to understand this idea of mandating vaccines on the NHS workers. What that translates into is absolute destruction of the NHS, and that equals mass murder. You need to make a clear political statement, not only against the mandate, but against the vaccine program itself. You need to reject the vaccine program. More you comply. Let me make it clear. More you comply, more you will die. Look in the countries. Look into the countries they're complying. Look into Canada. Look into Australia. The only reason you don't have lockdown and tyranny is because all of you are standing up here today. More you get on your knees and comply to fascism, more you will suffer. All over the world, people are rising against this fascism, this new normal, Agenda 2030. Let me make it clear. This idea of build back better, what it translates into is build back better without you. Post-human civilization. They want to end the human race. They want to depopulate this planet. They have no room left for you, Lord. They made you non-essential. The hatred for human civilization run through their veins. My brothers and sisters, we need to oppose them every step of the way. Today, what we have achieved in making them backtrack is just the beginning. They are not going to stop. You need to get it through your head. They have put everything on the line. They have put everything on the line. Their entire political ideology of globalism is on the line. You need to fight and keep on fighting and remove all tyranny. We will not stop until entire infrastructure of this new tyranny is over, until this bullshit of the new normal is over.
And there you have it, people. Stand up for your rights.